Alright, so before Max Holloway and Kattar go to war this weekend, I just wanted to come here and make my final, prediction video, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just wanted to come on here, talk, have a look at their stats, their records, their sure dogs, everything, and give you my final prediction. Might put some money on it, you never know, but, if I'm wrong, I'm losing money, so that's never good. Anyway, getting started. Let's get started, I'm ready for this, I feel good about this. First things first, Max Holloway versus Kattar. Records 21-6 versus 22-4. 22-4 on paper is a better record, but Holloway's been in the UFC since he's been 20 and fought absolutely everyone. Obviously, the people that Holloway's lost to are unbelievably high level athletes who are in the top 5 of the UFC still to this day, so it's mad. But Holloway's record shouldn't be that. I don't think. I think he's done dirty with a few of the fights, but it's fine. It's fine. He's not from the United States. He's from Hawaii. That's wrong. I like whatever. But I guess that is kind of counted as whatever. 5'11", 5'11", virtually identical height, same weight. K with a 3-inch reach advantage. Leg reach, Holloway's got longer legs, but Holloway always, when it comes to reach here, Holloway always uses every single bit of his reach. He really is good with his reach, and he always makes the most of it. And I think against somebody with the boxing like Kattar, that's gonna be massive. And it's my book, but whatever. 50% of his fights have come by KO. Holloway's a little bit less. Holloway. In general, you may look at this and be like, whatever, but Holloway's fights have they go on a bit longer, but that's because he's facing much tougher, more seasoned fighters every single time. Holloway is 29 years old only, and he's fought everybody I can't even do, that's why I love him so much. He's the best thing ever. Kattar is 32, older actually, hasn't fought anyone nearly to the level of Max Holloway or anybody Max Holloway's fought, in my opinion. Knockdown average, Kattar's got per 50 minutes. Kattar obviously has more knockdown average because this is Kattar's first 5-round fight. I'm not sure if that's correct. I think it's probably his first full 5-round fight. Holloway's fights are always 5 rounds, so obviously it goes on a bit longer, and his style is more wear you down rather than just knock you out, which is fine. Holloway's the GOAT. Significant strikes, look, landed per minute, Holloway lands more. That's just because he's a volume striker. Significant strikes, yeah. Absorbed per minute, Kattar absorbs more than Holloway does, and Holloway does get hit, especially a lot. You know what I mean? So Kattar, Holloway's coming at you with volume, and you're used to absorbing 6, 7, 8 significant strikes per minute. It's not great. Also, defensively, Holloway seems better, and Holloway's been in a lot more UFC fights against much better people, so that's just something to remember. I think that's the bottom of this. No, it's not. Grappling, we don't really have to look at this. I doubt this fight's going to go to the floor, but you never know. Holloway might take him down. Obviously, takedown average, literally, Holloway never really goes for the takedown. Takedown accuracy, whenever he has, obviously, he probably gets it. Takedown defense, Holloway's is better, obviously. Submission average, Holloway has won in the UFC by submission before. That's the end of that. So we're going to have a look at, first of all, Max Holloway's sure dog here. Obviously, 21-1-6 losses. I agree with, look at this. This is where his career, so he was 4-0. He made his UFC debut against Dustin Poirier, which he lost by submission. He was only 20 years old fighting Poirier. That's mad. And Poirier's older. Won 3 in a row. Lost to the split decision, which I believe he won, to Dennis Bermudez. They lost to Conor McGregor. He did lose. It was all across the board. Then went on a mad 14 fight win streak. Lost to Poirier by decision. Fair enough. He did lose that fight. But he did move up in a weight class fighting Poirier, who was much stronger and much bigger. The punching power was just so different. And Holloway is a featherweight. If he was to ever move up to lightweight, he would have to put on a load of size and muscle, in my opinion. Then he won against Edgar. Lost against Volkanovski. Lost the belt, which I agree with. Volkanovski, that fight was unbelievable performance from him. Then, this is what annoys me. He definitely won this fight. His most recent loss, he definitely won it. So I do believe he's the best in the featherweight in the world right now. I think he should be the champion, but oh well. Look at his resume. Aldo twice. Beat Ortega. Ortega's probably next in line for the belt. He beat Anthony Pettis, Ricardo Lamas. He submitted him. fucking that beat Jeremy Stevens. Charles Oliveira, he's in the top like 2 like for like, you know, the lightweight like title. Club Swans and Cole Miller, mad. Yeah, a lot of yeah, there's a lot here. Andre Feely, like good people, you know what I mean, like. But yeah, now then we go to Calvin Kattar. Right. Okay. This is what I'm saying. If we have a look at this guy's record, right? Cormier versus Jones 2. He beat Andre Feely. Holloway had done that already. Shane Burgos, in the third round, right? If we go to Shane Burgos real quick, he lost to Calvin Kattar, then he went on a 3-fight win streak, right? And then he goes brutally knocked out by Josh Emmett. So he's not a bad fighter. He's good. So like I'm gonna give him that as like a fair enough. I understand that. Then he lost here by decision, which I haven't seen that fight. Let's have a look at Renato Camaro. 14-4. Yeah. You know, I didn't watch the fight, but this guy's a good guy. He lost here. Yeah. Average, very good level, but not great. We're not gonna look at these. He won. This is what Calvin Kattar does, and I think this is what loads of people like fighters that like similar stature to him do. They would lose one, win two, lose one, win two. Does you see the theme here? Moved to the UFC, won 2, lost 1, won another 2, lost 1, won another 2. Obviously, like Holloway has beaten Stevens already. He brutally knocked out Jeremy Stevens, but he was struggling in the first round because Stevens was coming at him with pressure and he didn't look like he could handle that well. So that's something to look out for, especially fighting Holloway, who's the king of pressure. He lost to Zabit. Zabit destroyed him for 2 rounds, in my opinion. I watched that fight. I get back the other day. Zabit destroyed him for 2 rounds. Then Zabit, like he always does, got tired in the 3rd round, and then Kattar probably could have finished that fight at the end of the 3rd if it was a 5-round fight, but it wasn't. So Zabit got that win. And from an MMA standpoint, he lost. From a fight standpoint, he probably would have won eventually. Or Zabit could have caught a 2nd win and destroyed him for another few rounds, but you never know. Jeremy Stevens, as I said, Holloway's beaten him. Now, Dan Ige, that fight was mad because Kattar, he looked like he was winning, but Ige gave him problems. And if somebody of the level of Ige, who isn't really like the high-level featherweight, is giving you problems, you know, I know styles make fights, but Holloway's going to give you a lot more problems. And I think Kattar's good, but I do not think he's the championship level. I never think he will be a champion. Like especially not to the level of Holloway. Like look at his resume, the people he's beaten. He beat Aldo 2 times in a row. You know what I mean? Then he beat Ortega. Fucking hell. He's beaten Oliveira. He's beaten Stevens as well. He beat Jeremy Stevens with no issue. Like Stevens literally. If we have a look at Stevens' record, if it'll load, Stevens literally like look at this, right? You know what I mean? It's really it's nothing special, to be honest. You know what? You know, fucking Calvin Kattar knocked him out on like a fucking 3-fight losing streak. You know what I mean? 4-fight, if you count the no contest. So, I don't think Kattar's nearly faced the competition. I don't think he's that next level. I don't think he has it. Holloway has it. I'm a massive fan of Holloway. My prediction, though, that's what we're all here for. We're all here for the prediction. My prediction. I predict Max Holloway to win by unanimous decision very comfortably. I reckon it'll be 4 rounds to 1 for Holloway, and if it does not go the distance, which I have a feeling Holloway could stop him, because if you remember, Holloway was mixing up his attacks a lot more in the second Volkanovski fight and dropped him twice. Volkanovski's the champ though, so obviously he was able to come through that. You know, Kattar's not fought any. I'm gonna give it to Holloway. I'm gonna give it to Holloway by either TKO or decision. I know that's very vague, but I think he'll if it's decision, 4 rounds to 1 for Max Holloway. I think he might lose the first or the second and then pick it up. Comfortable decision win, or he'll finish him. I for some reason I've got a second round in my head. Holloway coming out for the second round and catching him with a massive kick and then clipping him and pressuring him. I'm looking insane, because if Holloway comes out and finishes him in the second round, that'd be mad. So I think second round TKO for Holloway, or decision 4 rounds to 1 for Holloway. There's very completely different answers, but that's what I'm giving you. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. I'm happy with that. yeah, it's good. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my prediction. Thank you.